This is Colin O'Keefe for LXBN TV, and we're excited to announce, like we did with Legal Tech New York 2012, we will be covering the Avvocating conference May 3rd and May 4th in Seattle at the Bell Harbor Conference Center. And I'm here with Mark Britton, CEO and founder of Avvo. Mark, starting off, what can you tell me about the speakers who are going to be at the Avvocating conference? Who should people be excited about?
Well, all of them, but we have a great group of speakers coming in, and they really span the whole spectrum of technology and law. So we're looking for that intersection of lawyers, how can they leverage technology, especially online technology, to power their practice. And so we're bringing in everyone from our keynote, Rich Barton, who founded both Expedia and Zillow, so he has a lot of experience in e-commerce, and he's also on the board of Avvo, so he knows a lot about lawyers using the web as well. But some of the top bloggers like Carolyn Elephant, Stephen Fairley, Matt Homan, and even very tactical bloggers who have practices like Kelly Erb. Well, I guess Carolyn Elephant has a very thriving practice as well. But we're bringing in some of the biggest thought leaders as it relates to lawyers using the web, both for business development and really building out their reputation, their calling cards on the web. And we're bringing them to one place to help them make lawyers better marketers.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. You know, everyone that I've looked over there, we're very excited to get there, to interview these people. There's a lot of people in the social media community and in the Seattle social media community, people like Shauna Kazi and those types of people. But, a lot of times with conferences, you'll see that, while it covers a span of subjects, one or two subjects really dominate the conference. What subjects do you think will be, the most prevalent at Avvocating?
Well, I think you're going to have a very overarching concept of how you drive business development using the web. And so part of that's social media, part of it's search, part of it's paid advertising online, part of it's websites, part of it's even blogs. And so how do you take all of those pieces and integrate them in a meaningful, intentional, strategic way so that you can drive your practice forward? And this is where I see so many lawyers. I mean, I go all over the country talking to lawyers about how they use social media or online channels in order to power their practice, and they have a lot of interest in pursuing this, but they don't necessarily know how to use all of the channels together to bring it together for those synergies, sometimes an overused word, but all those synergies to get the most bang, the biggest return on their marketing dollar.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think that's where things are really turning the corner. People aren't going from just, using social media and using online marketing, but really having that be an essential part of their practice and one that, at its core drives revenue, and that's what people want to see.
Especially in law firms these days.
Exactly. Aside from those things, what are you personally looking forward to seeing at the conference?
So this is the third time that we've done this. So we started in Seattle a couple of years ago. We did it in Orlando last year, bringing it back to Seattle. And every time we do it, we have this big group of speakers, this big group of attendees that come in, and many of them I've met in person, but many I haven't. And I have the pleasure of actually sitting down with them, whether it's for personal one-on-ones or we have drinks as our we're having drinks at the Edgewater the night of the May 3rd, and just the networking to where I can get to know these people on a much deeper level than I ever can through, social media is fantastic and we promote it nonstop, but meeting someone face to face and being able to have that in-depth, in-person conversation, it's really invaluable.
Yeah, it's nice, especially you get to conferences, you've interacted with these people for months, maybe years, and you finally get an opportunity to meet them at the conference, and it's very exciting. Well, we're very excited to cover this conference. Again, it's the Avvocating conference at the Bell Harbor Conference Center in Seattle. There's plenty of time to still come if you haven't signed up yet. It's May 3rd and 4th, again, here in Seattle, and we look forward to covering it. Mark, thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you, Colin.